Today's video features a largely female group from Philadelphia. In the early 60s, this group produced some memorable dance and novelty songs. The centerpiece of today's video is all about the Orlons. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more videos. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. This group consists of Rosita Hightower, Shirley Brickley, Marlena Davis, and Stephen Caldwell. The Orlons was previously known as Audrey and the Teenagers, an all-girl group. The group originated in Philadelphia's junior high in the late 50s. The group included Hightower, Davis, and three other Brickley sisters with Shirley, Jean, and Audrey. However, the sisters' mother refused to allow Audrey and June, who was minors at the time, to perform in nightclubs with the rest of the group, which led to Audrey and June leaving the group, leaving them as a trio. When the trio was just in high school at Overbrook High, Stephen Caldwell, who was the lead vocalist of a local group named the Romeos. After being very impressed, they persuaded Caldwell to join a group in 1960, and they changed their name to the Orlons. With the addition of Caldwell, the group was influenced by artists such as the Chantels, the Moonglows, and Ray Charles. This name change was done to poke fun at their friendly rival, who was a well-known popular group at that high school named the Cashmeres. Lan Berry, a high school friend and lead vocalist for the Davils, urged them to audition for Cameo Parkway Records. At first, the group was rejected, but the label decided to sign them after they put on 2 more auditions. After signing with Cameo, label executive Dave Appel named Hightower as lead singer and began writing songs for them. In 1961, the group released a debut song called I'll Be True.
Yes, I'll be true.
That next year, the group provided backup vocals for Dee Dee Sharp's hits such as Mashed Potato Time and Gravy. Later that year, they also released 3 singles with Mr. 21,
21 candles on your birthday cake.
the Wawa Tootsie, After the release of this song, it had triggered a brief Watusi dance craze, and the group's last song that they released that year was Don't Hang Up. That same year, the group released a debut album titled The Wawatusi, which peaked at number 80 on the Billboard 200 charts. In 1963, the group had 4 singles with South Street,
South Street, where the dancing is elite. South Street, South.
Not Me, Crossfire, and Banduwa. That same year, the group released 3 albums with South Street that peaked at 123 on the Billboard 200 charts, Not Me, and Down Memory Lane. Davis soon left the group in August of 1963 and was followed by Caldwell quitting the group that following year. Sandy Person replaced Davis, and Yvonne Young filled in for Caldwell's spot for a short time before being replaced by an original member, Audrey. The remainder of the 60s, the group had 4 released singles with Shimmy Shimmy, Rules of Love, Knock Knock, and I Ain't Coming Back. By this point, the group's popularity declined in the United States, leaving them to tour mostly in the UK. Hightower chose to stay in England, therefore the group officially split in 1968. Hightower, however, had a successful solo career and as well as an in-demand section singer, working with the likes of Joe Cracker and John Holt, among many others. Davis later married and began working as an executive secretary. Caldwell worked as a shop steward for the bus drivers trade union before becoming the administrator of the Union Legal Fund in Philadelphia, where he also served on the Board of Education for 29 years. Caldwell and Davis reformed the group in 1988 with 2 new members, and they continued to perform on the oldie circuit until Davis passed away in 1993. Shirley Brickley was fatally murdered during the home invasion at the age of 33 on October 13, 1977. Marlena Davis passed away on February 27, 1993 after a long battle with cancer. Audrey Brickley passed away of an acute respiratory distress syndrome on July 3, 2005. And Rosetta Hightower passed away on August 2, 2014. Now, as of this recording, Caldwell and Jean Brickley continue to perform as the Orlons with their relatives. Now, before we head out, I have a question for you guys. What is your favorite song for the Orlons?